Okay, so we're live again, and I've been thinking as I downloaded it once again that maybe it's not even a bad idea if I like do another walkthrough of this. I think I've done one walkthrough already of it like 2 years ago, but that was a long time ago, and it's probably not even up on YouTube. I just uploaded it to Facebook, or I'm not even sure at this point. But yeah, so I'm just waiting for Musk at this point to make an appearance in the chat, and I'm going to start with some explaining. In the meantime, I'm going to like just check if it plays. Hopefully it plays. I redefine you. I'll lift you high. Redefine you. I'll lift you high. Redefine. Yeah, it's also loud. So yeah, I'm not sure if I should start right away, because watching it back it will be a little bit weird that I don't do anything right now. But okay, so okay, I thought I had one viewer for a second, and I thought it's Musk reappeared, so that we can start with the explaining. But yeah, so Musk, if you're watching, let me know, and I'm gonna dive into this project, even though there's not much really to explain about it. All right, okay, thanks for confirming. So let's go. The kick sample, I think this was a vengeance kick. As I've said, this is more than 2 years old, so I don't really remember, and I labeled everything into this red color with the project file upload, so I don't even know which was it, but alone it sounds like this. It doesn't even sound all that great. 2 years ago I only used to produce using a not so good headphone, and I obviously didn't hear if it was truly good or not. So the sub bass is from Serum. So this is a preset that I use still to this very day. I think it's here, and it's gonna be the exact same thing. Yeah, I mean, still this is the sub that I use still almost all the time. It's from the original library, and if you choose this preset, it's going to at first look like this. I just remove this noise. I change the wavetable position to all the way up, so it's 17 at this point, and then it won't make this clicky noise, and it's just gonna be a very nice, very tonal sub bass. And so the regular bass is from Massive. But what doesn't load up? Oh, this was Ozone 6 I had previously. Okay. And so this is also, as I've said, this is from one of the preset libraries, but I have no idea which library this is from. But all I know is that I modified it a little bit. I think if you check the splice upload, there's a link to the stems, and if you click that, you will see a link to the presets, and this preset is, I'm pretty sure I included it there. But yeah, you can just basically copy paste. So just pause the video when you're watching it back, the VOD, and just copy paste what you see here, and it's gonna sound the same. Reverbs like this, dimension expander like this. Yes, and in the meantime, let me know if you have any specific questions about this project file, because otherwise I will just go through the sounds, and not much else I can really talk about it. So the synths are these are all from Nexus, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is a sounds like this. This is from the Christmas 2015 library. This is the same sound that I used in my Touch the Sky remix, for example. This is on top, it's the same sound. As the second layer, there's this thing. It's Virgin FM from the House library. From the Christmas 2016, there's this Atlantis, which I think has no. I thought that it has layers removed, but no. So it's the complete thing, and these are all just playing the same melody. (117). Yeah, so I think I'm doing that right now, so it's okay, hopefully. And the fourth layer is this one. These are old school organs from the, I think this is also from the House library, if I remember correctly. Old school organs, yes. And these are just playing the root note and the fifth. And yet another layer. And this one is essentially like a variation between playing these steady notes and playing the melody. So it's doing both at the same time. So the piano roll with all the layers looks like this. So there's this melody which is going on in 3 octaves, and then there's this this synth which just plays the root note and the fifth to it. And obviously there's a piano. I always use this piano. This is from Contact, the Grandeur. I don't know how to pronounce it. And the melody is the same. So it's essentially this one once again, just without the bottom, to make it a little bit more lighter, because I felt it was a little bit too massive already with these low notes. It's taking up a lot of space. This is sick. What track is this? Yeah, the live stream is a little bit delayed, so not even the live stream, but this chat window. Oh, thanks for the clarification. Yes, this is my a different way, which you can check here. I'm just gonna show it. This is it. There you go. If you look for it on Spotify and if you stream it, I will thank you for it. So yeah. So as I've said, this was the piano, and I have this reverse effects bit. I believe is all of them bounced out, and I just reversed the reverb tail. Yeah, so it's all of them. Oh, what did I do? Oh, okay. So live streaming and playing this project file is a little bit too much for poor MacBook, but hopefully it'll be alright. So yeah, as I've just said, this is so I'm gonna show you what I did. So I have all these synths here. I'm just going to bounce them out together, and I think I just reversed this sample, or maybe I put a reverb on this sample sometimes and reverse it that way. But it appears to me that this was somehow like this, and just smoothen out the end. And it sounds like this. Yes. As far as the groove goes, it's really nothing extraordinary. Hey Phil Music, thanks for tuning in. And as far as the groove goes, I'm not even sure if I should talk about this, because this is literally just a loop, a clap, and a hi-hat. So this is the loop. This is not really even audible. I mean, I remember that I used it because it has this little, so this to the clap sample, but it's not even super audible. And another hi-hat to make it more pronounced. The loop is from also, like, I think Vengeance Essential Deep House, either the library 1 or the library 2, I'm not sure. Yeah, and so as far as the acapella goes, I basically just played it out. There's not much effecting going on. This is the classic delay that I always use. It has a little bit of dimension expanding, which I don't really do this anymore. I used to do this a lot because as I've said, I was working almost exclusively with a not so good headphone, and in that particular headphone it sounded very good if I, you know, like exaggerated the even the mono signals sometimes, and that just that's just not really a good thing to do. 800k views. How about it? Yeah. On YouTube it has a lot of plays. Do you have a background with piano music theory? Yes, I am a classical musician, so I'm a violinist by, you know, like day job or profession. I don't work any right now, but I graduated here in Hungary, the music academy. And these cuts also, this is not no magic really. These are the same effects, only with this Pro C is acting as a side chain. Back then I haven't had the Pro C 2. Maybe it wasn't even released 2 years ago. I don't even know.
I love you in a different way. Redefine you. I'll lift you high.
It's really important thing that if I'm closing into these, you can see these little fade-ins and fade-outs. It's very important that if you chop up samples, whatever, whether it's vocal or anything, that you fade out the samples. Ableton does this automatically, but Logic does not, and sometimes when you cut samples up, they can click, and that doesn't sound good. So that's just a very quick tip. And there's also this very same reverse effect that I just demonstrated with the piano, that I bounced these last notes out and then reversed the tail. And then again I applied some reverb to it. I used to use this PT verb a lot prior to the FOB filter coming up with their own reverb, because now I only use that almost exclusively. What synth plays the bass? I showed it already, but I'm gonna show it again. It's from Massive, and yeah, I named this preset Anto preset for some reason, because I think I kind of referenced it to I think what I heard from him a tune. Good old times. So it's from Massive, and it's the DX bass preset. I mean, it sounds like this, but if you just, you know, copy paste this one, so when you're watching, so this video will stay up on YouTube. If you come back and watch it later, you can just pause the video right here, and you can just copy paste everything that you see here, and it's going to sound the same essentially if you want to use it. Or you can just go to which I already typed in, but I'm gonna do it again, splice.com/Nalestar, and there will be, if you scroll down further ahead, because it's an older upload, like it's 2 or like maybe even 3 years old, I'm not sure, but it's a very old project file. But if you scroll down, and you will see a link to in the description to stems. If you click that link, there will be a link to the actual presets that I used in this project, which I could export. I couldn't export from Nexus, sadly. Yeah, but like, as far as everything else goes, it's like I'm not sure if there's any more explaining to do. So yeah, Musk, let me know if you have any specific questions related to this project file. maybe the effects, but like these are also almost all of these are just, you know, Vengeance samples edited and bounced out and a little bit affected, sidechained, but so these are all almost all from Vengeance. So back then I loved to do this, like I just set up an echo and then put the sidechain over it so that it plays out a lot longer. I don't really do this nowadays because I think it's better to find a sample that already sounds good instead of like processing in the case of like effects. But yeah. These snare drums are also from Vengeance, I'm pretty sure. That's all they. No worries, no worries. I mean, I should have done this once we released this track anyway. So yeah, basically there you go. This is the project file, and really I have a hard time explaining it because it's so simple. Just thinking whether if I skipped something, maybe. Yeah, this is the same thing with the bass, with these little reverse effects. So these are also just, you know, bounced it out, reversed the sample, and then cut it to perfection, basically, until it was sounding good. So this was the bass, kick, okay, synths, okay. Yeah, so I think the key to this part is to have both a little melody playing at the same time and these steady tones at the same time, because if I take these out, it's like super empty, right? But once I add back even these without the piano, it's already going to sound good. So it's a little bit still empty because I tweaked the mix down to fit the piano in, but this could already be balanced out better to be already a full sound. So yeah, but and I think the second part is essentially the same. The only thing I did again was I just bounced out the starting note. I do this even nowadays a lot, that I just bounced out everything that was in this first beat, and stretched the sample a little, reversed it, and it sounded like this. And then this one creates a little bit of like a rhythm play, you know, like really not sure how to say this in English, but I hope it makes sense. Like this part was created like this. Yeah. And I have these synths playing on top. So this is only one synth, and this is a violin from Nexus, warm pad. So this is this one from the single layer pads tab, or like I don't know how to say it. I'll give it a very long time. I started, I think, more than 12 years ago, but then I haven't stopped, but I wasn't too serious about it so during my university years I was more focused on that than, you know, producing, and I finished all schools and all studies about 2 years ago, and since then I've been producing a lot more, like I think like a couple hours every day, like something. So all in all it's like more than 12 years, but I wouldn't say that I wasn't serious, but I definitely haven't put in enough hours during those like 5 years or so. So yeah, this is the Different Way project, and I hope you enjoyed this video and this live stream, and both the previous, if you were watching the previous live stream as well. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you saw something that you didn't know before, or like heard some cool effect which you can also implement. Yeah, so I think it's about yeah. So it's about time for me to stop streaming, and I wish you a good night, and yeah, that's it. See you next time.